what made that one man different from the rest that you decided to shoot your shot?
He tried to play me and told me no, and now he be on my ass.
I'm not shooting my shot at no man. That's just me. Period. It's an ego thing.
But that's also ego,
my ego's at 1,000.
But that's also ego, though.
Also, there was a part of my ego that was like, "Nah, you bugging. I'm really fired." Like
that's ego.
So is he different from the rest? That's why.
But see, in reverse, if you would have played him, you just be like, all right.
I just told the nigga no the other day at the club.
And what happened?
That's a fact.
You got a man. You came up telling the nigga no.
Okay, but like I'm saying, he took it very easily because no niggas be out here wilding with no's. So he came up to me. Yeah. He was like, oh, he saw me and I like ignored it already. And then he was like, oh, he came up to me. He was like, oh, trying to talk to me and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm Ebony, but and then he was like,
you doing too much. Not my girl.
Nah,
never.
He walked up to me
for the streets. What you talking about?
He
walked
walked
up to know your name
and was like, oh, I'm Ebony. Yeah, my name, right. He said, I'm Ebony. And then he was like, oh, I take no very well. You acting like X, Y, and Z. And I was like, well, no. Simple as that. And then he walked away. It was respectful and everything. As long as respectful interaction.
I just want to say something real quick. This is the first time Jeuu ever walked off the show. So y'all made history today. Welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap Up Crew. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. This is for the culture. We in the city. Ever since he took his boot off, he been singing. Every step I take, like Faith and Diddy. You know what I mean? Ace to go too far. Yeah.
Nope. All right. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, we got Jeuu.
What it do? I'm here with my crew. Back with another episode. Come on, y'all niggas hating already.
My fault, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Because y'all know the ladies came in late. They played themselves like they masturbate.
Okay. Like,
now that's bars.
That's bars. I respect that. I respect that. You know what I mean? You know what anyway, man, we got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
So I'm Zanaya. I go by The Money also. My Instagram is _. She's official. SHEOFFICIAL. My Facebook is Zanaya Mayers. Yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know where I'm supposed to be talking into, so I'm just look at that camera. My name's Sabruchi. That's my Instagram name too. It's SARRUECHE. And I don't have a Facebook, but
you want IG or nothing?
Just Instagram.
Okay,
that's cool. That's my Instagram name.
That's man. You ain't gotta have a Facebook.
I go by Happy Ebony. Happy Ebony. That's on Instagram and any other thing like social platform. I make music, so check that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey everybody, my name is Kendall.
Bring the mic a little closer.
My name is Kennedy though, but I go by Kendall on Instagram, Kendall 3_, Kendall on Facebook, Kendall on YouTube. My name is Kendall. Yeah.
Okay. Kendall.
Yeah.
Listen, before we get into these topics, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell. You know, I've been on the ass about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and join the membership, man. We got a lot of exclusive behind the scenes footage. I mean, shit just got spicy. You know what I mean? Before the show even started, man, y'all gonna have to join that membership, man. Cop the merch, man. Oh, I ain't got the merch on, but you know, cop the merch, DailyRapUpCrew.co. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would say Biggie, Jay-Z, and Daily Rap Up Crew, man. Make sure I cop that.
I'm wearing it, bro. What are you talking about? Bro,
he keep acting like he's Superman.
I'm wearing the black, like, you know printed in black, bro. Just shut up and start the show, man. Like, what the fuck?
All right, but where's our shirt?
DailyRapUpCrew.com.
Yeah. Support black businesses. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Especially the people that was late. Especially the people that was late.
I was on time.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You get a discount.
Listen, let me get to this first topic, right? What's the best way for a woman to ask a man for money?
I read that question over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as a woman, you should like know who you're appealing to, and sometimes I feel like men kind of cater to the more damsel in distress. So if you ask somebody something, 9 times out of 10 they don't want to do it. So I feel like if you ask without telling, that's the best way to go about it. I feel like directly asking somebody is just like, okay, but the other route you can go is just demanding it and then giving them the option to leave if they don't want to give it to you.
What?
Okay.
That's what I feel like you should do.
You gotta leave. So give me money or I'm out.
No, it's like, what are we doing here?
Giving you money?
No, like it's kind of like, okay, so everybody in your life, not everybody should like bridge off, but I feel like if you come to as to him as a woman that's independent that can do for herself, they always look at it like, what are you adding to the table? If I could pay for my own nails, and I feel like I must go into a tangent. I don't want to talk about it.
Now go ahead.
Okay, so if I can do for myself, what are you bringing to the table for me?
What could you
as a man?
Yeah, as a man. If I have my job together, I have a car, I have a crib, I have a house, I have my own spending bread and stuff like that. The least you can do is just make sure that I'm okay in like aspects that I don't really ask for. So if I'm asking without telling, I feel like that's the way to ask a man for money. Does that make sense?
No.
It doesn't?
And it's fucking wrong.
I understand what she's saying. Like,
can you explain it to me?
Together. I got a car. I got an apartment. Like,
I understood that part.
I could get my nails, I get my feet, I get whatever I want for myself. But it's like, all right, besides knowledge, because a lot of men don't have that. What could you bring to the table for me to be like, all right, he's worth the time?
So let me ask you a question, all right? If you get in trouble, who you calling?
My man. My parents. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was about to say, when I read that question, right?
Because the first person I'm going to call is my
No. I'm saying you walking down the street, somebody fucking with you. You calling your parents?
My brother.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right.
So protection.
Like your boyfriend.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
I was gonna say, when I read that question, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I made a tweet and I was like, damn, I kind of envy those girls who could just be like, oh, I need some money. Because like personally, I don't have to do that because of the circle that I have. Like you said, I'm gonna call my mom.
Right.
I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna call my brother. Like I have a circle that can hold me down. So I feel like, so honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I asked around. And some guy said, he was like, well, I feel comfortable when a girl asks me that if I let her know that like all my shit is already handled. Like if I get paid, all my bills paid off and shit, and she asks me for her nails done, then it's like on some shit where it's like, okay, I don't mind. So, but honestly, me personally, I don't want to have to ask. I want you to want to do it. That will come with time. Yeah, might not be that long. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm down after like month 5 and I need my nails done, I always get my nails done.
I know one way y'all be asking for money, like subliminally. Like y'all always talking about, damn, these bills, it's that time of the month. These bills is like, y'all always talk about y'all bills and how hard it is to pay these bills. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent this week.
That's crazy.
Like,
It's a thin line between asking and begging, though. Like,
but that's not a begging. That's like a subliminal. You trying to guilt me into like.
But then, like, isn't that like your
one at a time, y'all.
Isn't that like your instinct though for you to like pick up on stuff like that when a woman is asking you for money, but she not asking you for money? Then like, do you feel like that's the time where you supposed to like step and be like, all right, I throw you a little something?
That's the time where I step and I leave. Or you talking about?
I agree.
Because if you're not my shorty, there's no reason you should be trying to guilt me into.
Okay, but you made it seem like
we're not.
I didn't say nothing about a relationship. I'm just saying, what's the best?
But I didn't say nothing about a relationship either. Okay. So I mean, if you not with her, so that's your line. Then if I'm not with you, you're not getting no bread out of me.
Yeah, you got to be my shorty. I'm not giving no random woman no money for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what was you doing before I got here?
But what am I asking you for money for if we not working towards or in a relationship? Me personally, I'm gonna ask you for something if we in a relationship. If I'm looking towards us like being in a relationship, 9 out of 10 I'm already invested in you. So make that step to make me feel like this is really us. Personally. But again, I'm not asking you for anything that's crazy. I'm not asking you for anything that's out of your means. I'm not asking you to buy me no house. But nigga, if I get my nails done every 2 weeks and I'm down this week and I'm like, damn, I really wish I had my nails done.
Well, that means you don't have...
maybe you should read me as your woman and be like, oh, you need your nails done.
That means you don't have your priorities in check. And if
that means I was down.
That means you don't need your nails done this week.
That's
that means
true.
You can't handle it.
That's true. But that's the thing. I always get my nails done. I don't need you to. It's just that
now you
it
just
is
gonna
what
be
it is.
without.
And that's true. But that also means that that is just not, you're just not someone I can look towards to be like, okay.
Over nails? Y'all can't even wipe your asses with these nails.
I
This
can't
shit
though.
ain't that important. What the fuck?
No, nails is an example. Nails is an example for me to be like, I'm not asking you for nothing that I can't cover. I would never ask you
But you
buy me a
can't
house.
cover your
nigga.
nails, so that's a problem.
No, like I just said, if you know that I get them done a specific time, I'm saying I don't have to. That's the point.
Listen, as a man, I don't give a fuck when you doing your nails. That's not something on my fucking calendar. She does nails on Tuesday. No, I don't give a fuck. Okay? So I'm going to tell you that
as a nigga who wants to be my nigga every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, you would notice that I get my nails
will never
done.
be my
so
priority.
That's what I mean.
That will never be my priority, your nails. Hey, now if we're in a relationship and you need some money, I want you to say straightforward what you need the money for, and I'm going to decide if you should get the money, whether if it's a need or a want.
So what if you date a woman that is not for that? You pay my bills, nigga. You can get my nails done, but I don't need you for like big ass bills. What if I didn't get my nails done because I paid some bills? You can never be my shorty because
you don't need me, nigga. So I'm gonna not need you, lady.
So
That's
you
it.
feel like a woman who pays all her shit, she don't need you then?
No,
I'm asking.
No, my woman's gonna need me, and I'm gonna need her. We're gonna need each other.
Okay.
So that
so
energy.
If I need you to get my nails done, why are you getting so big about getting my nails?
No, because you already said you didn't need me for nothing else.
No, I said I usually get my nails done, and you notice my nails are not done. So get them done if you feel like you want to spend something.
Like her maintenance, like her feet done.
I do.
Done. So people, this is real times. People go through shit. So you think about it like, all right, my shorty down. She need her nails done. She need her hair done. She need her feet done. No, what are you gonna do?
Listen, my shorty. If my shorty's down, she needs fucking food. She needs a house to live in. No.
Listen. That's crazy. I had to handle. Where's my little side to where you could be like, babe?
You could never.
Let me treat you. Everything I need is done.
One at a time. Mm-hmm. But listen, what I'm saying is, if we have communication, like what you said, the ultimatum, where I'm suggesting, giving you hints, and I got to figure out what you want. That's a hell no. That's a dub. And I'm giving my lady what she wants as well. I'm getting her nails done and her hair done if she wants that. Yeah. But that she's not gonna be looking at me like a bag to handle all her light work. I'm not that. I'm not your errand boy. So, I'm not your side man.
But that's what I meant if she's down.
But you gotta articulate.
You gotta articulate. A guy for money is if you're down and he sees that you are a regular ass bitch who stay up, and one time out of the month I asked you to get my nails done, it shouldn't be that hard.
And if you giving me that ultimatum and that's your energy,
it's not an ultimatum. It's I ask you, you say yes or no.
And that's the least you can do. Regardless. If a woman tell me that's the least I can do, the least I'm gonna do is open that door for you to get the fuck out.
So you feel like getting my nails done.
Yo, hold on. No. We got to do one at a time. I understand this is a very passionate conversation, but we need to do it.
I really want to answer the question. Yeah. So I have a boyfriend, and if I ask him for money, it's not like... It's something I want. I handle my needs, but I feel like he handles my wants. So if I see this bag I like, if I see this shoe I like, Mother's Day is coming up, Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm interested in getting this. So this is what I want. If I ask for cash, he knows like I need it. Like I handle my rent, like I have a kid. So it's like if I'm asking for money, that I'm in a time that I need it. I'll just blatantly ask,
y'all have a kid together?
No, so this is my boyfriend. He's amazing. He helps me and everything with my kid and everything. Like he's amazing. So if I ask for money, he'd be like, all right, she needed. Because when I met her, she didn't need me for nothing. So I feel like nails, I can do my own nails. Like if I'm gonna ask you for money, it's not gonna be over. No, it's not gonna be like a chump, for nails, because he probably looking at me like, if you can't pay for your nails, then what are you doing? I work, and he does what he do. So
that was also a thought in my head too, because me personally, I don't got big girl bills. I don't have a child. I don't have to exactly. So it's like, and then it's different too, because and I definitely understand grown ass women with big ass grown bills that has to put their time in certain areas, is not settling for less. Yeah. And I definitely understand those girls who be like, oh, you want to lay up in my crib and eat my food?
I don't want nobody laying up in my crib.
But for me, if I have certain bills due, I'm going to pay them and I'm going to make sure, hey, oh yeah, you mind getting my nails done? Yes or no? You don't have to. It's not a deal breaker. I'm not going to be like, oh nigga, it's done.
Look, not nails.
My nails done.
Not nails. Not
like,
nails.
Gonna lie, you say no to me.
I'm not leaving big ass shit up to no nigga.
So I know this.
No, it has
but then again,
so I know this. I know this. Your nails not done right now.
I hate nails.
Is that because you asked and you didn't get the money for it?
No.
I hate nails.
He said, I actually was thinking about getting them done beforehand. Now everyone has theirs done. And I was like, I should have.
That's how I feel.
But again, I don't have to sit here and be like, oh, can you do it? Can you do it? It's just it would be nice if you did. I would like for you to notice, oh, do X, Y, and Z. So it's like, it's not a deal breaker for me to ask you for money.
I have to know that I'm invested into this woman because we live in such a finesse culture with women who are purposely looking to get a bag out of a nigga. And they don't even care about him. Like, you get what I'm saying? They just want, oh, this nigga gonna pay for my bills Monday. Tuesday, I got a nigga paying for food.
But you asked
Wednesday, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's very materialistic.
So again, so this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out, what do y'all do when y'all asking a man for money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, if men know that we live in a finesse culture with women, we are much more, we're going to be much more mindful of like, all right, why she ask me for money? Like,
that's what I mean by like, I don't, and I like for a nigga to notice, to just want to do it.
I've never been comfortable with asking.
Exactly. Like, I've never been comfortable with be like, can you do this?
I have parents.
That's me.
Like, I've never had to sit up there and ask a man like, oh, could you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Because I feel like somebody would just instantly want to do that for you. If you want to do it for me, that's fine. I'm never going to sit up there and be like, hey, can you give me so-and-so? Because I need X, Y. I'm never going to open my mouth and say that. You're never going to hear it
especially
from
not to a guy before.
Like, I shouldn't have to ask if you know your girl. I shouldn't have to ask for no money.
But it's a lot of women out here don't want a relationship.
That's
not even a relationship. They just met the man yesterday. I'm down bad. My nails. Girl,
I'm telling you, I've met women.
Horrible.
We've talked, and they hit me with the guilt of
crazy.
I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bill. Like, it's like, yes,
no, that's crazy.
Like,
no.
That's a lot of men who just want to give it though. Like, you'll be surprised.
That too.
You'll be surprised.
That too. Because niggas will dead ass pay for your attention. So. It's 50,
they're paying for the pussy.
Hey, wait.
You did not lie.
It's crazy because then they'll never see it.
And that's why I don't.
There's a lot of men who inbox you trying to, I'm gonna send you some money. You're never gonna.
And let me ask you the question: is this the type of man y'all want though?
No,
that pays for it.
Because it's like you could do that for anybody.
The men that's sending out these messages like, yo, I'll pay for this, pay for that. It's typically not the men y'all want. So they lead it with money because they know y'all want that, not him necessarily.
But clearly I don't if you got left there.
Huh?
Clearly I don't if you got left there.
I mean, but he got to shoot a shot in the way he that's working for him. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it worked before.
Yeah, I was about to say it probably worked with somebody.
Yeah. Right.
Listen, let me get to this next topic, right? Do men enable the same behavior that they say they dislike in women?
Yeah.
Explain this.
I feel like it shifts.
So, like, I don't know. So, should I speak from personal experience?
Yeah, you could.
Yes.
Okay, so like for Instagram, for example, like, the followers, the following, like I have a lot of followers. So, I mean, me personally, I don't like guys' pictures just because, it's a respect thing and I wouldn't want it done to me. But if I comment under a picture and stuff, like it would be brought to my attention. But if he does it, then I don't know. So he's doing a behavior that he would be on me about, but I don't know. I don't like it.
That's like, for example,
I don't like it.
Like women will say, well, you hear a lot of guys talk about how much they value natural women. But then when you go to IG, women will say, oh, but y'all liking all the pictures of this, that, and the third. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
the whole following is BBLs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seriously though. Like, that's like, you be like, oh, I want my woman natural.
As soon as a girl on the block get a BBL,
like, all right,
so I like
you got the girl with the big titties, the big butt, her hips all spread it out. All right. So how you can't sit up there and say, oh, you want, no. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so his woman at home is natural?
Excuse me?
His woman at home is natural?
Like, majority of the time, they probably would be.
The woman at home that he got, that he going to, that he loving, that he kissing, like she want to marry, it's natural. But he liking something on social media.
You saying, oh, you don't want your woman getting, this, that, and the third done. Then you.
But he's in a relationship with her. And he's loving her. Yes. And he's telling her, "Your baby, you're beautiful." So why are you worried about social media?
That I understand what you're saying because you're being hypocritical.
Men are visual creatures. We're gonna like what we see.
If I go on IG and I see ass, I'm a double tap. But that doesn't mean that I don't. I'm tapping this in real life. Like this is a whole different thing. Like,
so what if your lady was to do the same thing? I think that was the question. Now your lady do that, how would you feel?
Do what? Double tap a picture that she's on IG?
And she's liking like
I don't know. You see a big brolic guy. I don't know showing whatever. I don't know.
But she's sucking my dick.
Period.
So, I mean, you got a point.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. Okay.
So what about as far as like who the men cheat with in these relationships with these opposite women? Like, how do y'all feel about that? I don't. Is that like within the question? Like, if you have, if you have a skinny woman at home, like a skinny natural, like no makeup, no weave, no nails, and then you go cheat on them with the IG, big booty, starless bitch, like. That's
just a quick nut. Women cheat with men that might have more money than they man. Right. He could look like a fucking a dweeb.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
The money and without the jury on, it's crazy.
You fucking Tom just because his money long. You get what I'm saying? He ain't even pleasing you. He teasing you.
Well, what about the scenarios? What about the scenarios where you see like in the early 2000s we seen Neo have the song Miss Independent or whatever the case is, right? So you've seen that whole wave of black men promoting independent women, and now you're starting to see that resistance now.
That's what I'm saying by it just shifts. Like I feel like it shifts every other year, every other couple of years. Like years ago, it was a thing not to fuck with black women. This year, like recently, it's oh my God, I fucking love black. Yes, like
you forgot.
No, not to be like shady.
I was never on that wave, so I don't know about it.
How old are you?
33.
Okay, I'm 23. That's 10-year difference. About like when I was probably like around 12, 13. It wasn't cool to be African. It wasn't cool to date no black girl. It wasn't cool this, that, and the third. Maybe you were, like I said, you were older.
I always dated a black man.
No, because you're a black woman. That's another thing. That's another topic.
I always dated a black woman, so I've never dated outside my race.
But like I said, it very much shifts. Like every now and again, like you either hear.
Are you talking about Kanye West?
No, like being African.
One at a time, please. One at a time, because Mike gonna pick up all y'all.
Being Nigerian or being African was not cool up until like probably like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, like
3-4 years.
Yes. It's like a cult. It's like a generational thing. I really feel like
I don't think you guys realize. Like I'm gonna dive in deep to that. People, when you come from another country, your finances probably not up to par, right? So if you're looking like you're not in a fashionable state with everybody else, if you don't want to get fly and you don't get fly. As a young kid, you're more materialistic. So you're looking at them and criticizing on a fit more than likely. And that's why they are the
But what about, okay, so when I mean like black, I mean also like, what about like the dark skin thing? Like you said, you personally always love black women, dark skin women, but couple of years back, it wasn't cool to be dark skinned.
Yeah, like I can.
So that's what I mean by like it goes further than just material. So like I said, it shifts.
It's just like now. We just had a conversation about colorism. Just like before, y'all motherfuckers idolizing Chris Brown and all these light skinned men.
Hello, but
now y'all shitting on the light skinned men. Now light skinned niggas is soft. They bitches. Like you know what I'm saying?
Like before, there was a thing like, a man just wants a woman that's foreign. That was a thing.
That was a thing. That was a thing. So like it shifts. It just shifts. And people like what they like. And they're always gonna enable what they want to enable. And everything else is just like judgmental. Like I can judge it because I don't fuck with it.
I feel like if a guy really like a girl, he could just build her to the girl he really wants her to be. If you get what I'm saying. Like, is that like bad? I see guys build a woman from scratch.
Like, what do you mean? Like buying like her body?
No, not even buying. Kind of like to make her fit the description that he really likes. Because some girls are pretty, but their bodies, I don't. So he probably want her to be like, what he idolized.
So he'll find a slim, pretty John and then get her BBLs. What you saying?
Kind of like, yes, I see some guys do it. Like, some guys they meet a
BBL. Baby.
Some girls meet a guy like, like the. No, not really saying that guys should pay for it, but some guys, that's what they do. Like, they buy their girls, they build them from scratch, they buy them stuff, jewelry and stuff like that. You know, they want to see their girl win better than the rest.
Mold them into what
they mold them. Yeah. So, are you guys against that?
Shaping too.
Like, are you guys against that?
No, not necessarily. Like, I think I wouldn't say mold them, but I can see where there's areas where, you know, I can see the potential, you know what I mean? And I would let them reach that potential.
But if you like a woman with a fat ass or whatever, why won't you just get a woman with a fat ass?
Yeah, I'm not going to purposely see the skinniest girl in the room and be like, you know what?
Like, that's a very valid fucking question. That's what we're asking.
Nah, it's hard though.
I can't relate. I don't know.
To go back to the topic, I do feel that some men are
enabling the women that they say
only because I feel like I think some men, you know, before we used to, you know, say what we had to say to our women and mean it and stand on it. You know, now we out here really like whining it. Some dudes out here really whining and crying to get their point across. Like, baby, I told you to stop doing that. And when, you know, you gotta be a man and be like, if you feel this way and you stand this way, she ain't gonna respect you if she feels that you got to cry and scream to get your point across. As a man, I'm going to tell you what my likes and dislikes is. And if you can't respect that, then we going to have to either compromise. And if there's no compromise, we going to have to go our separate ways.
You feel that way about your woman too, though, right? Like, it's either way. Like,
yeah, honestly, but as a man, I understand that my woman is more emotional. Mm-hmm. So when I'm coming with a direct message, I'm going to say my message, and I'm not going to cry. It's nothing wrong with crying.
No.
But I'm talking about the delivery of my message.
That reminds me of like this thing where it was like basically your woman is a reflection of you. If I sit there and I'm like loud and I'm yelling at my girl this time, I can't be surprised when she's yelling back. So like what you just said, you just reminded me of that. It's a good thing. Like, it's like your woman, like if you're a man and you're
I'm not saying be one of them niggas too that just yelling and want your woman to be yes and shutting up.
It's some women like that.
Yeah. And I'm not agreeing to that. That's why I want to separate my message so you can understand.
You had a question?
Yes. So he said that, you know, if the woman is not okay with that, you just up and leave. Is it that easy, or you're just saying that?
No, I said she should be willing to compromise. If there's no compromise and if we can't have a civilized conversation, and I feel like it's to the point where I'm talking to myself, I'm screaming, I'm getting out of my character, then I realize I'm going to have to separate myself from you because you're not doing...
So how do you feel about the woman that like anything you do, I'm going to do you back?
Maybe tit for tat type of situation.
Yeah, tit for tat type of situation. Because
it's toxic.
I don't
think a man should put a woman in a place where she have to go tit for tat.
Okay, I love that answer.
I want to hold him accountable as well.
Yeah,
I don't think men should be able to cheat on a woman and expect her to sit there and
cheat back.
No, I don't want you to cheat back, but you should just up and leave. You shouldn't have to cheat back.
It's hard to leave though. Sometimes it's hard.
But then if you're gonna stay and if you forgive me, we're gonna have to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So women don't get back yet.
You know what? That's a fact. I did. Somebody was saying something, and people dead ass stay with people who cheat on them, and then be like, remember when you cheated on me? Like,
I don't want to hear that shit.
We've been through hell and back. Yes, because you stayed.
Just leave then. Leave. Like,
that's a valid point, man. That's a valid point. You got something to say?
Yeah, in terms of men enabling in things that they despise,
they dislike in women.
I think what it is some men enable shit and some men don't. And that's what I mean. So women run into men that enable shit. And then when they run into the men that don't, then they're like, oh, but you know what I mean? Men like this, you know what I mean? But I don't like this. So it's like, you just gotta,
yo, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? You just gotta basically, what I'm saying,
I feel the same way with women too.
You gotta separate too. You know what I mean?
All right.
You gotta know who you with. That's what I'm saying.
So y'all want a man who can lead? Or do y'all want a man who can like, who you feel like, I don't know. I feel like I have to have somebody who
you can run over?
No, I don't like, and if I can run over you, that's a problem. Because I'm very dominant. Like, my mouth is very like, this is me all the time. So it's like, you cannot, I cannot be able to run over you because it's like, damn, it's not it.
So I gotta choke you.
Some girls like guys like that though,
and
a lot of girls.
You know what I mean?
A lot of girls.
I feel like as a man, you have
because you listen when I speak.
Yeah, and it's like
some guys that don't listen when you.
If I'm yelling at you, I'm able to yell at my man. We ain't gonna work. You have to at least be able to have some type of
conversation,
voice to be like, all right, we're going to go do this. Don't make no other plans. Or, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm going out. But
I would give one. I'm gonna give one key advice to you ladies. If you guys want to get married one day, a man doesn't want to feel like he's at work once he comes home to his woman. So if you're becoming a job to maintain you and to always have to, fix you and tell you and put you in your place, it's gonna scare that man away. Yeah, eventually, you could be in that toxic relationship, but one of the terms
that I hate hearing from women is, "I need a man that can handle me." No. I'm not trying to handle any. That's like something you say to animals or like, you know what I mean. You should be able to handle yourself. You get what I'm saying? Now, if I understand you getting a little crazy, then that's understandable. If you coming in with that mindset, like I need a man that's going because my mouth is just, I'm so masculine. My mouth is just so. I need a man that's going to be super masculine. Like I'm not trying to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? Like I think that's what.
I really think that just comes from a point of not wanting a passive man. There's a difference between walking over a man and just him being so passive with everything.
Men want to please our women, and women feeling superior to men is an issue in most relationships now.
But that's not all men. Sometimes I feel like it's how he was brought up, how he was raised, and also the woman. A lot of women are scarred, and a lot of men bring their problems on you where you feel like you have burdens on your back. So a man sometimes being controlling, you would think he's being a man and he's leading, but sometimes it's how he was brought up and then his past relationship.
Also how you brought up, you're thinking he's trying to be controlling when he might be leading you in the right direction.
But the thing is, I feel like if you're guiding me, I should be able to ask questions.
No, there's nothing wrong with asking.
So there's like a difference between like, if you feel like you're guiding me for something, I should be able to ask you, well, why do you feel like X, Y?
And when I explain to you, this is where the conflict usually happens. Oh, well, that's you. That's how you feel.
Yeah, but
I'm going to still do this and you're mad now.
Happens I think that happens in toxic relationships. I don't feel like that happens in relationships that want to progress.
I think too many people, especially women, confuse leadership with controlling. So anytime a man is trying to lead you, it looks like he's trying to control you because of what social media has. But if you're able to lead,
you should be able to say why you're doing X, Y, and Z. Which is why I say, if I'm questioning it, you should be able to say, well, it's because X, Y, and Z, baby. And
I don't agree with that.
Be like, okay.
I shouldn't have to. Yeah, I shouldn't have to.
If you trusted him to lead, why are you questioning him?
Because if we're just starting off, I have to be able.
Then if y'all just starting off, he hasn't earned that trust to lead yet.
Okay, so when does that come into play then?
If you get in a relationship with somebody, you should be able to trust them to lead. Why are you getting in a relationship with somebody that you don't trust to lead you?
So off rip, be submissive.
No, did I say that?
No, it sounded like you were saying.
I said once you get in a relationship, that means you get in a relationship off the rip. Because you're supposed to take that time. That's the thing. Women be rushing into relationships.
Trust me.
All right, so if you don't rush into a relationship, that means when you get into a relationship, you should be able to trust that man, no?
Yeah, but
why are you still questioning?
I should still be able to ask you a question.
There should be no questions.
I don't have a problem with asking questions.
Yeah, because I want to know that you have substance behind what you're doing. I don't want to
your woman know that
anybody.
That whatever decision you make is in her best interest, correct?
Yeah, true. But
so why is she questioning?
No, sometimes she needs to understand. Now, it depends on what caliber. Like if I'm saying something that I already handled, then you're questioning that. That's different. But if it's something new and she just don't know, sometimes you might have to explain it.
Because like you said, if I was brought up not knowing something,
but if you constantly feeling every time I make a decision,
the explanation part.
If every time I make a decision, you feel the need to question me, then you don't trust me as a leader. Like, you know what I'm saying? With that. I can understand maybe one or twice or whatever the case is, but every time I say something like, "Oh, but why do I have to do it? Tell me why do I?" Nobody ain't trying to deal with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
for a fact, but if it's new, I'm gonna ask.
Listen, let me get to this next topic. Right, this is something we hear a lot from women. They say men aren't being men today. Right. What does that mean? Why do you think so many women?
I'm turning my mic off.
Sassy.
When I read that, I was like,
sassy.
Sassy. Break it down.
I feel like they're coming from a time of like repressed feelings, and a lot of men are being like raised by single parent mothers now. So it's just like it's seeping out as they grow older. Like they're not able to like what's the word? Like social media plays a big part in it too, because it's like they're able to get another group of men and like a bunch of other people who agree with what they're saying, and they're just expressing themselves on social media. So that's where the sassiness comes from. And I feel like that just comes from like their friends and everybody else agreeing with them too. Like it's just like a bandwagon of them. Like just saying like...
That's a lot.
Just they want to be equal, but then... And only in some aspects, and I feel like that's unfair because it's like...
Who want to be equal?
Men want to be equal to women. As far as...
What?
As far as...
I thought you meant to each other.
No, as far as...
You mean women want to be equal to men?
I feel your pain. This nigga walked out.
As far as getting taken care of and stuff like that, like I literally... I was hanging out with one of my bros, right? And I was gonna go bring one of my friends flowers.
You know, women ask for equality. Men was already right. You know,
we ask for equality with women. But back in the days, though, like I feel like it's a whole different time. Like
back in the day, it is now. Feminism is a
this
new
goes
wave.
back to women thinking they're superior to men.
Yeah, so
can I hear this example?
Yeah, I apologize.
It's okay. So. I had got my friend flowers. She had just beat a case, whatever. I bought her flowers to her job. So I picked the nigga up and he's like, oh, for me? And he goes and takes a picture with the flowers and like, it's like, oh, like, why don't you just say these are for me? Like I want to have flowers too. I want flowers too. Yeah. And my friend is on the phone. I swear to God, I told you
anybody got a fitted I could borrow?
No, I swear to God.
Anybody in the let me borrow your hat off.
And he want the flowers, so he took a picture.
Ain't no nigga asking for no flowers.
No, yeah, niggas do ask for flowers.
Why is that always the example? Why would no one use his flowers?
Yo, we gonna make a compilation of women using a flower situation.
I'm serious.
All niggas want flowers. We the niggas with the guitar passing out flowers. What are you talking about now? We want them?
So he was like, oh, like I want flowers too. Like, why can't I get flowers? Why didn't you give me flowers? And I'm like, nah, you're exactly. There it goes, right there.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, what's wrong with it?
Why do you need flowers?
What's wrong with it?
Why do you need it?
It's my question. Answer my question with a question. What's wrong with it?
I've never seen a guy hold a bouquet of flowers.
It's for women.
I don't think anything's wrong with you wanting flowers. Just say you want the flowers. If I buy my friend flowers and now you crying about the flowers, why are you crying about the flowers?
Why is it crying?
That's for us though. Like, why you want flowers?
I
feel like that's
flowers is a woman thing.
Damn.
I'm not
feminine. It's a feminine thing.
Both sides.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I'll buy a nigga flowers if he asks.
It's a feminine thing.
It's a feminine thing. Y'all be whack.
You graduated college. She bought you a flowers.
Right, like something cute.
My first question will be, why'd you do that?
Cherish them.
Different though.
Hold on, yeah. We going all over. We going.
Did you cherish them?
Matter of fact, scratches. Go back to the topic.
Okay.
Go back to because we went on course.
What's the topic?
Why men are being men today? What is being a man? What is being a man?
I personally, when I looked at the question, I said,
why are men being men? Yeah.
When I looked at the question, I was like, I wouldn't know.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm not a man. But with that being said, I personally, okay, so my best friend's gay, right? Putting that, whatever.
A guy?
So he's a guy. And he's gay. And when people are like, oh, men are being sassy. So one time he was like, oh, that's mad homophobic, X, Y, and Z, whatever. We're going to graze over that, right? So I had to stop calling niggas sassy.
Graze over that, like I'm saying.
That's mad homophobic. Okay.
Black women are the most homophobic, but nobody talks about it.
Black women?
Black women are the most
niggas
homophobic.
out here sassy because that's very fucking homophobic because y'all be out there during Pride shaking your asses with the girls and everything, please.
Wait, who does
Any fucking way.
Who does that?
Who does that? Yeah.
Hold on, we can't hear.
So I stopped calling niggas sassy because I once my friend was like, that's high key homophobic, I stopped doing it. But
because a man had to hold you accountable, and that's why you stopped doing it.
No, calm down. I take accountability. Yeah, and I'm very much.
No, I didn't say you took accountability. I said a man had to hold you accountability.
Yeah,
and
but
that's
I would
why
never
you stopped doing it.
No, I didn't call him sassy because of that. I was
But you was
talking about
using
the whole topic. No, I was talking about a topic on social media, and I said, "Oh, look at this. That's sassy." He said, "That's homophobic."
So you were using it.
Why? Because I read a comment. Yeah. It wasn't like, oh yeah, personally, I think that's sassy.
Sassy's
okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like men are just evolving. I feel like men are just becoming more comfortable within themselves. And I feel like we have boxed men into this.
Have no more men.
You have to be specifically like this. And now that men aren't like that, we're like, oh, you're not last.
Hold on.
30 and up are their anybody my age is not a man. Like, I don't know how y'all. I don't like people for their ages, but y'all seem like the last line of men. I put everything I love. Because niggas my age, they're not manning. Like
what age is that?
I'm 23.
So you gotta give a man time to develop into a man. Just like those women are. They probably saying the same thing. These women ain't women.
We're men now, right? Like you see Scarlett.
I do feel that way. What you just said, I do.
Scarlett is wild.
Scarlett gonna come from this.
I agree exactly with what you just said about women not being the standard of what a woman is supposed to be and what a man is not supposed to be, setting the standards of what a man is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Women are, so what y'all think, women are supposed to cook, they're supposed to clean, they're supposed to do this, they're supposed to do that. This day and age, women are going out more. They just want to have, it's the whole social media thing.
Some men want trophy husbands.
It's what you painting for the media. Mm-hmm. The men, I feel like men are very sassy these days, but I don't know. I feel like it's because we're coming up in an age where now females are, I'm not going to say we're taking over, but it's becoming more of a female-ruled world where it's like we're not taking it.
Women thinking they're superior to men.
Definitely.
That's going to be named this episode.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Because we shouldn't be feeling like we're superior to each other.
But you,
it's a problem. Listen. No. You're looking down at me if you feel superior to me.
No.
Listen, and hold up. You women are creating these boys. You single mothers that's having young boys.
Them women are older than us.
Let me talk. Listen. Hold up. Listen. Please. Listen. No, please. I was biting my lip. Listen, a lot of single mothers are creating these young boys and not teaching them. They can't teach them how to be a man, but at the same time, they're teaching their daughters how to use men, not how to treat a man. So at the same time, you treating your young boy how to be sassy. So when you have a son, and if you have a son, and if that nigga came out sassy, that's your fucking fault.
I said that. I said a single mom. But listen though,
we gotta throw her in the gutter.
No, listen.
That's all I'm saying.
If I'm getting pulled over on the side of the road, right? Because I have a flat and I'm with a man, and he doesn't know how.
I can call somebody. I'm paying for it. Don't worry about my bread. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. I'm gonna pay somebody. That doesn't make me less of a man because I'm gonna throw my hands when a nigga try to touch you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm a man. I'm gonna pull up on him. Then what? So I'm not gonna have no nigga touch you or disrespect you. You compare my manhood to a fucking tire?
So get
the fuck out of here.
So because he can't do a job that men are trained to do, he's not a man?
Right, like they just come out the womb, like I know how to change the tire.
When y'all,
that's what I'm saying. So back to me saying like
y'all not even fucking cooking and cleaning. Y'all not traditional, but y'all want a man to fucking move the fucking milk the cow and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
No, but that goes into
like I said, I feel like everyone has everyone for everyone.
So we're being raised to.
He's ready to turn.
Yeah, we're being raised to beg and stuff like that. What are the new men being raised to do?
Yeah,
like just build and put on a tire.
Yeah, like so if you can't change the tire, you can't build the house. What are you gonna teach your son?
I can mow the lawn, right? But if I feel like I'm wasting my fucking times, I can be more productive making money somewhere else.
Chill on the back real quick.
I can make money being productive somewhere else. I'm not gonna waste my 3 hours mowing my lawn and all my acres of land. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. Am I less of a man?
Question. So if I pay a chef to cook, am I less of a woman?
Huh?
If I'm paying a chef to cook, am I less of a woman?
If I value traditional values and you ain't present anything else.
Traditionally, a man should know how to change a tire.
No.
Standards though.
How is it a double standard?
And put up a fireplace.
Why can't we pay? Why can't I pay to do something?
What part? So what are you doing at this house? Because look, I just
taking care of the kids.
No, listen. I just gave you an example how I can still protect you, how you're still safe, how you still got a home, all this other shit, and the one shit you supposed to do in the home, you complaining.
She's supposed to.
I gave you an example.
Yeah, I was about to say she's also supposed to be loyal. She can't pay nobody to be loyal to. She can't pay nobody to have your kids. Like, so certain things, like you said,
women don't want to watch the fucking kids no more. They want fucking nannies watching the kids. Women don't want to fucking cook no more. They want a chef. They want to lay up and get fucked by a dildo and fucking roses, and then want the nigga to still be paying for everything.
And again, I feel like that goes with the women you're choosing.
No, not the woman I'm choosing. My queen at home. She understand how shit go down.
And that's good. Like I said, there's a person for everyone.
Just like y'all saying that these niggas is crazy if they under than 30, that's the same shit. They looking at y'all young ladies that don't know how to fucking respect yourself and only value money.
Yeah, but you're saying y'all. Everything. That's what I mean by like y'all gotta stop saying
if it don't apply, let it fly. If it ain't
so if it don't apply to you, your girl is at home, like you said, none of that applies to you. And I'm talking to the women that need to fix themselves, just like I talk to the niggas that need to fix themselves. In our community, we need to fucking fix ourselves. That's true. That's it. That's it.
So you should be able to hold yourself accountable, just like I'm willing to hold myself accountable.
That's very true. But if your woman wants to go and hire a chef, she is not less of a woman for that. She's just taking the day.
Not less a woman, but I told my woman to cook, she gonna cook. Just like if she tell me to cook, I'ma cook. That's it.
And that's 50-50, like you said.
It's not 50-50, it's 100.
But if you want to hire a chef for that night, hire a chef, and she better not say, you know, that's a no man.
I don't got no problem with that. But you guys was the one questioning a man over a fucking tire.
Not you guys.
That's why I stayed on the side of the road for 4 hours because you would have fucking changed the fucking tire. You should have learned.
Well, why your broke ass didn't call a nigga to fix it for you too then?
We had a rent, so I had to call today. AAA people.
All right.
This was
so I'm supposed to be a fucking errand boy.
You said you was gonna call.
Nah, I feel like men for me just as
only calling men when you need something. Not the same nigga that you but the same nigga you don't need for nothing else. That's the same man that's supposed to come save you. Get the fuck, y'all gotta have more respect.
But again, when you do call somebody to come fix your tire, who is it? Is it a man or a woman?
Man.
When you call 911 and you respond and an emergency response, is it a man or a woman?
On the operator.
When you call the cops.
It's a woman.
When you call cops?
Yeah, the
operators be women. Stop that.
What's your emergency? It's always a man.
Yeah, and then the tow truck comes with the man.
I'm gonna take a 5 minute.
I'm talking about who actually comes to arrive. Like, okay, all right. So again, in society, we have men that come and respond to the needs of women. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how
vice versa. He said people were trained to do that. There are women that are in trade school right now learning how to change tires. Stop playing.
No, there is. Like, they be construction.
I see women with construction jobs.
What's the majority?
There are women in trade school. I'm not in trade school. I do tattoos and I'm a regular ass bitch outside of here. So, but usually, niggas do tattoos too, right? So, I mean, I can point that out too. So it's like that.
But you're talking about a small...
No, but I'm giving examples the same way she did about the tire. That's a small example. I'm just saying.
Give me 1 second. How much time we got left, Wolf?
Wolf?
I mean, my fault, Art. My fault. Like, 10 eyes. So... That was a passionate conversation. Like, good thing you did close that door. Yo,
hit that like button, man.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
yo, if I wild them, y'all hold me accountable. That's all I need.
So yeah, hold everybody accountable.
He the one that be
They did say he was wilding these last few episodes. He continued the street.
No, man.
You need to make a
I'm about to give my shorty a job to teach not y'all, but I'm saying the women that don't understand how to keep their man happy. I'm gonna start a business. She cooks.
Men every man don't like the same thing.
She take care of my kids. She talks. She listens.
And then you do what? Give the example for the men.
I handle the bills. I protect. I provide. I listen. I help her mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. Yeah.
Hello, 50-50. Hello.
That's
100.
100.
Listen, let me get to this next topic. Y'all funny as fuck. Yo, what's more fragile, the male ego or the female ego?
Male.
Explain. Y'all been motherfuckers acting like y'all on Family Feud. Male. Like, you know what I'm saying? Male. Like, give me an explanation.
It's up there, Steve. It's up
there. I'm sure you got an example.
Men can't take what they dish out.
Definitely.
And women can?
Yeah.
That's one aspect.
I would say cheating for example, because not women be in there.
Definitely cheating.
I'll be like, you want to cheat?
That's the only example I got.
It's like, all right, well, if you want to leave, you want to leave. But I feel like you shouldn't leave because I made that mistake, blah, blah, blah.
Name something else.
You a hoe, da, 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 da. It's always something with a man. It's always.
Like, there's actually, like, science-wise, women, when they give labor, shout out to you, because I ain't got no kids. When they be in labor, they be above the threshold of human pain tolerance. Men never.
And now they got drugs for that.
What that got to do with ego? Though?
No, I was just. He said give an example. I just gave an example.
That's ego. That's ego. We talking about the ego, not about pain tolerance.
I was just giving examples in general.
Nah, but I'm saying aside from cheating, there's no other aspect of ego where a woman can take more than a man.
Think about it like this. We get into an argument.
I don't know.
Because I feel like
you bring up what you do for me.
We get into an argument. We're not speaking for a few hours.
Okay.
It's like, all right, who gonna break the ice first?
Who does it?
Let me shut up. Never mind.
Okay then. All right then. Yo, let's say y'all get in an argument.
Because I go like,
and you gonna be like, oh, that's why your dick little, nigga, right? That's the way women like to take it. Imagine he tell you that's why your pussy stink.
All that.
You're like, stop fucking.
Argument over because she going to fuck off. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Like, she going to fuck off,
women,
bro.
You're supposed to respond like, oh, now my pussy stink.
Outside.
That's how you're supposed to.
No, I be bodying. I bodies. Nobody can never do that because it's like you try to put my ego down as a man. Is that making you feel better? Now I'm gonna turn.
Now it's switched.
Now I'm gonna make you feel.
Now it's gonna go deep, but
now I'm gonna make you feel very small because as a man, you see how you feel.
And you see how you talking right now. That's why your ego is more hurt than mine.
I honestly feel like that's subjective as fuck. Because like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like definitely took a little. No, because I definitely dated guys who expected me to blow up over shit that like other bitches blew up over, and I'd be like, I'm not even annoyed now. I'm just annoyed that you thought I would get upset about that. So like, I feel like that's
it's something as simple as, you know, I hear women don't like to shoot they shot with men because there's a level of rejection that they don't want to feel comfortable with. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, like I said, it's very submissive.
A majority, Eli, great point. Majority of women do not holler at men because they don't want to get rejected.
Why? Why should we?
Is that something that you do? Is that something that you do regularly?
I don't do. No, well, no, I'm in a relationship.
Okay, but before
like
that,
before, no.
Okay.
So that's why y'all should try it. It's not that bad.
So what made that one man different from the rest that you decided to shoot your shot?
He tried to play me and told me no, and now he be on my ass.
I'm not shooting my shot at no man. That's just me.
It's the
Period.
change.
The ego thing.
But that's also ego,
my
though.
ego's at 1,000.
But that's also ego, though.
Also, there was a part of my ego that was like, "Nah, you bugging. I'm really fired." Like
that's ego.
So is he different from the rest? That's why.
But see, in reverse, if you would have played him, you'd just be like, all right, you know what I mean?
Actually, no. I just told the nigga no the other day at the club.
And what happened?
That's a fact.
You got a man. You telling the nigga no.
Okay, but like I'm saying, he took it very easily because no niggas be out here wilding with nose. So he came up to me. He was like, oh, he saw me and I like ignored it already. And then he was like, oh, he came up to me. He was like, oh, trying to talk to me and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm Ebony, but and then he was like,
you doing too much. Not my girl.
Nah.
He walked up to me
for the streets. What you talking about?
He walked up to me and was like, oh, I'm Ebony. Yeah, my name, right. He said, I'm Ebony. And then he was like, oh, I take no very well. You acting like X, Y, and Z. And I was like, well, no. Simple as that. And then he walked away. It was respectful and everything. As long as respectful interaction.
I just want to say something real quick. This is the first time Jeuu ever walked off the show. So y'all made history today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Are you serious? Or you just telling us that?
Actually, I'm serious.
Oh, you just telling us that?
Nah, that's a fact. I'm usually the one that be out. So,
wait.
Yeah, Jeuu out of here.
I don't know if we got enough time for that. What is it real quick before?
It was between the could you date someone who previously dated their same sex? Do you have
I cannot.
So let's get.
I think that's a quick one.
Let's get into that one real quick. Could you date somebody that's dated the same sex?
Okay, so like, I don't like labels and stuff, but like I date majority women, but I don't like the word lesbian because I just feel like it's really harsh.
So,
like the word lesbian is harsh.
You date men?
Like,
do you date men? Sometimes. Oh, so you bisexual?
I don't like that word either.
Okay, so
whatever. So, but I personally wouldn't date a bisexual man. And I personally want to date a bisexual woman.
Why not?
Because I feel like they just choosy.
They choosy?
Yes.
They got more options.
Yeah. And that's hypocritical of me.
What kind of women do you normally date?
Femmes.
Femmes. Okay. So you've been in relationships with them, obviously. How does that dynamic work financially?
So when we used to ask about the bread stuff, like I got PTSD, so I just didn't want to talk about it. But if I'm a giver, I'm a Virgo. I don't know if y'all think about signs and stuff like that, but no. I'm a Virgo, right? No. But I love love. So like I would do for somebody as I would want to be done for me.
Mm-hmm. So if y'all lived in the same house, y'all would go half on the bills, right?
You paying the bills?
Since I think of myself as like more of a dominant figure, I would pay the bills.
You would pay the bills, okay.
Yes, but I can also give. I would also give me the option to kick her out anytime I wanted to get out my vicinity.
What the fuck?
So since I'm in control,
you like that control?
I like being in control. Yeah, okay. So like I'm paying other bills. If you give me tight.
So and if you in that same situation with a man, then what?
I would never put myself in a situation like that.
What?
Because a guy could overtake.
No, I mean, I'm saying if you get in a relationship with a man, y'all moving together.
So boom. So that's why it's fake hard, whatever. So I feel like the most successful relationships are based off of all the books I've read. When you're married, it should be more than like y'all should not be sleeping like in the same room all the time. Like I should have my own space and you should have your own space. Like that's basically like that based off. I mean,
I want him in my coaching.
What I'm saying is that sometimes, so what I learned in my 23 years of living is if you're mad about something, you should never go to sleep mad with the person that you're beefing with, because that's how you go to hate somebody. So if you blow mine to a point of no return and I'm really tight, I should be given my 24 hours for me chill in my own space. I should not go to sleep radiating hate towards you. Like, that's mad demonic. And like, that's crazy.
But if you go in another room and you still go to sleep, you still mad though.
Nah, but you can cool down. Like, for me, like, shit just be happening.
But you can't transfer that negative energy over to your partner. I don't
exactly.
know.
In your sleep.
Like,
that's crazy.
You vibes is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, some men, for me, y'all two go to sleep. Y'all Gucci, y'all go to sleep. Women be up plotting. Now I got in my notes time for the volley for the week. Like,
no, that's a fact.
So
men,
it's hard.
I definitely be sleeping like a baby. She be looking at me. Why this thing sleeping like a baby?
Let me talk about this. It's on my mind. So,
all right. So real quick, just as a yes or no, could you date somebody that did the
absolutely
same sex?
not, because now I'm just gonna think like, so you like that, and I'm gonna think like, you like men. Like, are you really into me? Because I know you was into the same sex ones before. Now, if we're having sex and you ask me to do stuff out of the ordinary, put
a finger in there?
A finger, toys and stuff, because now I'm being uncomfortable. I cannot be with you.
Sound very homophobic to me, but what about you? Could you date?
No.
Could you date? Okay.
Wait.
What about you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not homophobic at all. Like, trust me, I have a lot of friends.
Don't like.
That's how you know she about to say some homophobic shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Just gotta clear that up real quick. But I can't date somebody who have a man who has dated a man. Because it's like, if you leave me for a man, I could understand you leave me for a woman.
Now that's that ego.
That's that ego.
That's mad crazy.
That's sick. Because it's like, what did you see in me that you saw in a man?
The dick.
Exactly. Then he shouldn't be dating.
That means you're the bottom. You like
shouldn't be dating. If you could leave me for a man, we shouldn't like that. We shouldn't be speaking. Have a good day, sir.
Okay.
All right, Ace, what about you? Could you date a woman that dated another woman?
Oh, hell yeah.
They all into it.
It's so different for men.
Lesbians slide in my DM.
Jeuu, what about you? Could you date a woman that dated another woman? He said, yeah. I'm saying no. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say no.
Some guys like threes. Some guys are into threes.
You say no?
I'm going to say no.
Why not? Fuck with that.
Why?
Because I think men get too comfortable. Like, a woman can take your girl, bro. Like, no, don't ever get too comfortable and think that she can't leave me. Women are out here leaving niggas.
You heard her.
For women, like, you know what I'm saying? So don't think everything's sweet. Women, you know what I mean? Or don't assume that she's willing to share you with another woman just because she's a lesbian. She's into girls. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why you say that? If I'm dating a woman that like women and she's not trying to share me with a woman, then
that's so like.
What's the point of me dating a woman that like women,
but
bro?
That's so like that's so surface. Like that's
what?
That's so surface. Like that's so shallow.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's so.
I'm shallow, guys. So I'm sorry.
That's mad physical. Like, why do we have to have a threesome? Because I'm gay too. Like,
because you like.
No, like
I like both. But right now, she don't like women no more. I like both.
Like, all right, for instance,
she don't like women no more.
I said, well, if I don't know.
I like both, but yeah, me too. But I like both. But then you got to think about it. If I'm dating you right now, that's off. Yeah, I'm not dating her.
No, turn it back on.
That's the problem.
So again, we can't have the same double. We're gonna get out here, but we can't have the same double standard because you looking at a man like he can't turn that off, but as a woman, you feel like, oh, well, I can turn it on and off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you got to say now.
And with that, man, we gonna get a fuck up out of here. Again, let them know where they can follow you at.
_SheOfficial on Instagram.
Saruchi SAAA. Oh shoot.
SARUCHE
Saruchi.
Happy Ebony Happy Ebony.
She wasn't really happy this episode. I ain't gonna lie. Jeuu had her a little upset. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's go ahead.
What about you?
Okay, Instagram Ken Doll KENN Doll DOLL 3 underscores and Facebook Ken Doll.
And
all
again,
the singles.
We appreciate if y'all enjoyed the conversation. I know this shit got a little passionate up in here. Hit that like button. Subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Hit that notification.
Yeah, I know y'all like that shit, man.
Cop the merch, man. DailyRapUpCrew.co.
Yeah, I'm the only one with the merch.
Join the membership, man.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Jeuu.
Where are you?
I'm a therapist right now.